Hi there, students. To burst somebody's bubble. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. I really didn't want to burst his bubble. To bring somebody back to reality. To tell them the truth about a situation. Particularly maybe if they're dreaming or fantasizing about something that's realistic. So I have the idea of an enormous, or a soap bubble, and a child's looking at it. Oh, it's beautiful, it's the most fantastic thing. But to burst the bubble, to actually tell them the reality that this is something that is transient, it doesn't last. So I hate to burst your bubble, but you're not going to get into Oxford University with results like that. Okay, to disabuse somebody of an idea that is not true. To stop somebody being so happy, to tell somebody the reality of something, to be satisfied. I hate to burst your bubble, but the phrase "I am constipated" does not talk about being bunged up, having a cold, having your sinuses full of things. Okay, to burst somebody's bubble, to tell them the truth about a situation, to explain the reality, to put a damper on something. I hate to burst his bubble, but if he tries that, it's just not going to work. So I don't. Let's see. The party starts at midnight. But I don't like to burst your bubble, because your parents are not going to let you go to a party that starts at midnight on a school night. Okay? To burst somebody's bubble. His dad thinks that his son is perfect. And I hate to burst his bubble, but it's just not true. It's not the reality of the situation. He was so happy about the idea of marrying Susan that I really didn't like to burst his bubble. But, well, he needs to know the reality if he's going to marry her. That's never going to happen. I'm really sorry to burst your bubble, to shatter your illusions, to show that somebody's beliefs are false, that what they expect, what they believe isn't real, to bring them down to earth, to rain on their parade. I'm sorry to rain on your parade, but I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but Columbus did not discover China. Okay, to burst somebody's bubble, to destroy somebody's fantasy. Okay, so unfortunately it's not real. So I thought this was a brilliant new idea, but then I discovered that this is something that had been discovered many years ago. It really burst my bubble. I know you really wanted to go to the party, and I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but the party's been cancelled. So to burst your bubble, to break somebody's illusion, to shatter their illusions about something. He seemed so happy that I didn't want to burst his bubble. Steve was so happy I couldn't bear to burst his bubble. Okay, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but that's not the way it is. The real situation is very different. So I hate to burst your bubble, but this concert is not free. Tickets are actually €100 each. Okay, so maybe I'm shattering your illusions about it. Okay, so when someone bursts your bubble, you tell them some news that makes them realise things aren't as you thought they were. It's to to show someone's reality. You could prick somebody's bubble as well. I get is to make them sad because they see the reality of a situation. So formality. I think maybe 4 out of 10 in formality. Use informally is probably best. You could use in a semi-formal conversation, semi-formal writing, but stop there. Not something very formal. So to burst someone's bubble, to prick someone's bubble as well.